All right. So hopefully we're all back. Back to the Randy anagram there. Gonna wait for everybody else to return.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. No idea what happened. Nobody hit a button. Nobody chewed on a wire.
As far as we know.
The stream seems to keep freezing. Okay. Tiangua, thank you very much for saying that. Let's see. We relaunched. Any better now? And then YouTube is going to be a different game now. Let's see. Meaning it's just going to be at a different link because they give us a different link each time. All right. 10 viewers. Okay.
We're getting there. We're getting back there.
Gentleman Octopus says, sorry about that. Thank you, TJ. Appreciate you putting that down.
Shirt's still here.
Shirt's still here. Glad to hear that.
It did disconnect, like a cryptocurrency went away.
Oh, no. You've only got a handful of attempts to guess your shirt password, TJ.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's some high stakes.
All my valuable Dogecoin will be ruined.
Let's see. There we go. Back live. Waiting for the rest of the people to trickle in. We're at 15 viewers. We had 37 before we popped off last time.
Yeah, we're starting to get everybody in now.
Again, pull it up to the anagram there so people can, get... Sorry that happened. Again, he didn't chew on any wires. No lightning strikes from Mount Olympus. Nothing like that.
I love that was me that had to be the one to chew on the wires. Appreciate you.
I mean... Not saying, just saying.
24 viewers.
Excellent.
Yep.
Stacking back up. We can probably go on to the recap in the interest of time. Viewers who come back will again get the chance to see the questions. Yep. So, here's the question recap. We're going to start back again with question number 1. That was this one. Australia's Null Arbor Plain is regarded as the world's largest example of what typically limestone, geological feature with a German name characterized by sinkholes and caves. So again, sinkholes and caves characterize what typically limestone geological feature with a German name. That's number 1.
Question number 2. As part of a belated effort to remove white actors from non-white roles, what 3 named voice actor with more than 500 IMDb credits recently debuted as the new voice of Dr. Hibbert on The Simpsons? So who's the new voice of Dr. Hibbert on The Simpsons? That's question 2.
Question number 3. A Lisbon monument partially inscribed in this infamous land, nothing may be built for all time, documents what specific punishment? A punishment said to have been carried out at the end of the Third Punic War by Scipio Aemilianus. That's question number 3. TJ.
Mm-hmm. Question number 4. The following image shows Pahadi painting depicting Radha in consort with what all-attractive blue-skinned god, the 8th avatar of Vishnu, who is the
why'd I make us disappear?
Yeah, who is the 8th avatar of Vishnu in this Pahadi painting? That's question 4.
That is question number 4.
That's as short as I can make it, really.
Question number 5. Although the band Modest Mouse had chart success with Dashboard at number 61, their leader, Isaac Brock, was able to hit number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 because of a co-write on what Chicago rapper's 2010 single, The Show Goes On. That is question number 5. Pahadi is pronounced Pahadi. Radha is pronounced with the TH, so Ratha. Gotcha. Pahadi and Ratha.
Okay.
Thank you, Anupama. Question number 6.
Question number 6. Defined by the Oxford Dictionary of English as a shoulder belt with loops or pockets for cartridges. What militant accessory has famously been worn by Latin American revolutionaries, as well as Chewbacca, is that accessory?
Question number 7. Tides are at their maximum range when the sun, moon, and earth are all in alignment. An astronomical phenomenon referred to by what vowelless name? That's question number 7. TJ, take us through the Randy anagram.
Question number 8 is Randy anagram time. Rearrange the following letters to form an 8-letter word. You got rude tits. R-U-D-E-T-I-T-S. Rude tits. And your hint, I must say, your manners are absolute garbage. Once again, rude tits, I must say, your manners are absolute garbage. And that is the end of round number 2.
All right.
And we will roll that back to the top. We'll put 3.5 minutes on the timer. And we will see you in just a little bit.
Absolutely. Good luck, everybody. I'm putting the time on the clock right now, and I'll be popping on some music here in just a moment. So submit those answers. See you soon. All right, everybody, we are back for concerned parties. We have
Battleship Mandy Patinkin.
Okay, hold on. Give us 1 second. We got to correct something.
All right, that was fun.
All right, we had to correct the spelling of a certain team, Battleship Mandy Patinkin. You spelled your name differently in round number 2, so the system didn't pick up on it. For what it's worth, our system goes by what you spelled your name as in round number 1.
So that's what we're going by.
So just go ahead and copy and paste that and use it for your future rounds. Now let's take a look at the answers from round number 2.
This is a long boy.
Question number 1. Well, I'll simplify it. The Null Arbor Plain in Australia is the largest example of what geological feature, typically composed of limestone with a German name, characterized by sinkholes and caves. That would be a karst. Karst is definitely a word that's getting a lot more play in quizzes in like the last 5 or 10 years for sure. I'd like to see like one of those Google Ngrams, like it keeps track of its usage. Just boom, karst. Question 2.
Question number 2. As part of a belated effort to remove white actors from non-white roles, what 3-named voice actor is now the new voice of Dr. Hibbert? That would be Kevin Michael Richardson. Kevin Michael Richardson has done voices on pretty much everything, really.
Yep. Jordan was saying on, I think it's The Batman, or I think it's The Batman.
I think it might be The Batman.
He's the Joker.
Yep.
I also know him quite well as Principal Lewis on American Dad. He does a bunch of voices on Seth MacFarlane's stuff. And again, more than 500 credits. You've heard Kevin Michael Richardson for sure. And I contend, by the way, in 50 weeks, that is our first Simpsons question. The other Simpsons questions that reference The Simpsons relied on knowledge outside The Simpsons in addition to inside The Simpsons. Question number 3. A Lisbon monument partially inscribed in this infamous land, nothing may be built for all time, documents what punishment of the Duke of Aveiro? A punishment said to have been carried out at the end of the Third Punic War. The Duke of Aveiro attempted to rise up against the royal family, and they punished him by sowing his lands with salt. Salting the earth is what we were looking for.
Yep.
Exactly. That's what they said to have been done to Carthage.
Yep.
At the end of the Third Punic.
Question number 4. The following image shows what Pahadi painting showing Radha in consort with what all attractive with what all attractive blue-skinned god, the 8th avatar of Vishnu. And that would be Krishna.
I was having a great time looking at Indian art the other day. Raji Rava Rama, I believe his name was one of my favorites for sure. But this from the Pahadi era was definitely a highlight, and I wanted to ask about it. So, Krishna and Radha in consort on a pavilion. Question number 5. Although the band Modest Mouse reached their greatest chart success with Dashboard at number 61, their leader Isaac Brock hit number 9 himself thanks to a co-writing credit on what Chicago rapper's 2010 single The Show Goes On. Definitely got a whole slew of answers, including Chance the Rapper, Kanye West. Who else did we get? Did you see anybody else?
No.
Okay. But the answer was Lupe Fiasco.
Yep. Lupe Fiasco's The Show Goes On heavily samples Float On by Modest Mouse, which is its second highest charting single on the Hot 100.
That's just surprising that Float On wasn't the highest charting single for Modest Mouse.
I was surprised that Dashboard was the one.
All right. Question number 6, TJ.
Question number 6, defined by the Oxford Dictionary of English as a shoulder belt with loops or pockets for cartridges. What militant accessory has famously been worn by Latin American revolutionaries, as well as Chewbacca and John Rambo? And those accessories are a bandolier.
Yep, you got Pancho Villa on the left and Chewbacca on the right.
Yep. While rocking the bandoliers.
Question number 7. Tides are at their maximum range when the sun, moon, and earth are all in alignment. An astronomical phenomenon referred to by what vowelless name? Also the title of an episode of The X-Files, which is where I learned this word. That is syzygy. So much fun to say, so much fun to type. And bonus points that don't actually mean anything, no actual points, to anybody who can tell me the film from which I got the still to illustrate syzygy.
Yep.
Again, no actual points.
Anagram time. Rearrange the following letters to form an 8-letter word. You got rude tits. RUDETITS in your hint. I must say your manners are absolute garbage. And your manners would be garbage for detritus.
Hey, wait. I have garbage. All right. At the end of round number 2, let's take a look at the scores.
Go to score.
Can't wait to get started here with our music round.
In 10th place with 7 points, we got One Man Wolfpack. 9th place, 10 points for Team Coast to Coast. 8th place, 12 points for Kanye West Nile Virus. 7th place, 13 points for Bringing Up the Rear. Tied for second, a whole slew of people. Third podium, Octopodes Nuts, Gentlefolk Octopodes, Battleship Mandy Patinkin, and B3 Front Stroking King all have 15 points. And in the lead by themselves by 1 point with the perfect score thus far is Parabolar Mobamba.
All right.
With 16 points, but that is going to change because it is music time.
I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily going to change 100%, but this is where things get a little tricky.
Testing.
Oh, yeah. Los Bandoleros was not a given answer. Apparently, Los Bandoleros, thanks to my Googling just now, is the title of an American short film in the Fast and the Furious franchise. One of those, like, between-movie films that they did. Cool. Let's see here. Let me pull up the Vocaroo link, which is what I'll be dropping into the videos here. YouTube.
Send the teacher.
Well, that's fine. I've got everything here.
Okay. Oh,
And
deep in here. I see it.
Actually, I will. Let's see, happening now. That's us.
So
Don't
hopefully
mute
we're all back.
you. Full screen, muted, and comment. There we go. All right. There's the Vocaroo link right there. What we're going to do is you're going to hear 8 correctly guessed artists and 1 for each correctly guessed title. The theme to tonight's game is worth 2 points, as always. So definitely take a shot at the theme, even if you don't know if you know it. The link to your music clips has been posted in the comments. Feel free to listen, rewind, and listen again. We're going to put up a timer for 10 minutes, and we're not going to play any filler music.
We'll pop in at the 2-minute mark to warn you that you're getting close to the time limit. Other than that, we're going to give you absolute silence.
Except at the 0, when we're going to play some more filler music to try to, hurry you along Academy Awards style. But anyway, the link to tonight's music round has been posted in the comments. Let us know if you need any help whatsoever apart from answering the questions. And good luck. See you soon. All right, everybody, it looks like you have just a little bit under 2 minutes to submit your answers. We currently don't have any submissions, but that's just fine. Make sure that you get them in as soon as we hit 0 or right around there, however. Just want to let you know that you have less than 2 minutes because that time goes by faster than you think.
It'll sneak up.
So best of luck. Hope you do well. Bye for now. All right, time is up, so make sure that you get your answers in as soon as possible. Our first team to respond has been Para Bailar a Mobamba, and Battleship Mandy Patinkin is now in. So thank you very much for getting those answers in quickly. We'll be taking a look at those answer forms once we get everybody in. But if you've already submitted, take a few moments, get yourself a drink or something, powder your nose, whatever you need to do, and get those answers in if you haven't yet submitted.
And we're going to turn on the filler music again.
Yep, so we'll see you soon. Hurry up. All right, we have all of our answers submitted. We're going to take some time and score those answers. In the meantime, just want to remind you, if you want to donate to Gentleman Octopus, you can do so using Venmo using ksizemore at hotmail.com. And again, I'd like to thank Mark Dawson for their extreme. Look us up using Venmo or PayPal if you have the means to do so. Thanks for playing along. We'll be back in just a moment or two with your answers.
Yeah,
that's the one. Bye for now.
We'd like to thank Kent Buxton and Rachel Schumann for their donations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. Yes, it's been excellent so far tonight. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. And let's take a look at your answers from round number 3, starting with song number 1. And that one was You Should Be Sad by Halsey.
Such a good album. I absolutely love Manic. It's such a good album.
Yeah, I haven't listened to the album, so I can't speak to that, but I love this song, and I really feel like it's primed to replace You Ought to Know as the best revenge song, for sure.
Next up, we had May It Be by Enya. We had a little bit of Lord of the Rings flavor.
Got the loader there, yes. May It Be by Enya. Next one was song number 3 with Not Afraid by Eminem.
You know we had to put that last Relapse album was
Yeah, that deliberately chose to include that line. That's,
I think Crack a Bottle was on that, and that was about it for Relapse.
I would not know. Song number 4, TJ?
Song number 4 was Believe by Cher, one of the first uses of auto-tune in song.
Also, it was hitting number 1 in the year was it at the end of 1999?
Yeah.
I think it was 2000. I think it was like at the beginning of 2000, or was the end of 1999, that gave her a number 1 hit in 4 or 5 consecutive decades. Now I'm jumbling it all up, but it gave Cher
impressive.
Hell of a record. Song number 5 was It Will Rain by Bruno Mars. This one comes off of what, TJ?
Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1.
That's the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Song number 6
was But It's Better If You Do by Panic at the Disco. We've actually mentioned this song once before because it was part of our Closer question, because it's yet another question off of Fever that you can't sweat out. That mentions the movie Closer, or that quotes the title.
The companion song to it, of course, is Lying is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off. Yep. And song number 7 was That's What I Get by 9 Inch Nails. I think this is the penultimate track
Young Trent
Reznor. And that's even older than the album, because that's their debut album, Pretty Hate Machine, off of which gives you That's What I Get. And song number 8, TJ,
was 50 Ways to Say Goodbye. Don't get run over by the crappy purple Scion.
Yes. So that was off the album California 37, as was Drive By, which was the
couple people guessed.
only other Train song that was guessed for that one. Let's take a look at the theme.
For the theme, we had You May Not Believe It, but that's 50.
That's
50 Gentlemen Octopus Games. Once again, everybody who is here that is new, everybody who's been with us from the beginning, we appreciate you so much. And again, here's to 50 more.
Thank you very much. Thanks for hanging out. And it's time now to move us into round number 4.
You know it is.
Round number 4. Round 3, go away. Round 3, go away. There's round number 4.
Yep.
Let's get it on with question number 1. Question number 1. In what short story by John Steinbeck does a strange man inspire feelings of unfaithfulness in the protagonist Elisa as the two hit it off while discussing the title Flowers? In what short story by John Steinbeck does Elisa harbor feelings of unfaithfulness while meeting a stranger and discussing the title Flowers? That's question number 1.
Question number 2, based on 1955 Pulitzer Prize-winning drama. What 1958 film starred Elizabeth Taylor and Paul Newman as a couple visiting family in Mississippi for a memorable 65th birthday? So, a 1958 film starred Elizabeth Taylor and Paul Newman as a couple visiting family in Mississippi for what turns out to be a very memorable 65th birthday. What's that film? That's question 2.
And question number 3, the standard deviation of a set of data, as well as the summation of dative totals, are signified by the lowercase and uppercase versions of what Greek letter? What Greek letter, when uppercase, represents the summation of the total of data, and what Greek letter, when lowercase, represents the standard deviation of a set of data? That's question number 3.
Question number 4. The structure seen on the following slide marks the entrance to what European location? In which part of the music video for Velvet Revolver's hit single Slither and the 2014 film As Above, So Below were set? So this is the entrance to what European place that was the setting for the Velvet Revolver song Slither, as well as the movie As Above, So Below? That is question number 4.
Mm-hmm. Question number 5. In the opening number for Dear Evan Hansen, moms Heidi and Cynthia puzzle over the difficulties of raising children in a song asking, anybody have a what? What word is missing from that partial title in the opening number from Dear Evan Hansen? That's question number 5.
Question number 6. The Boston Bruins were the last team to have 2 consecutive Calder Trophy winners for Rookie of the Year, including center Derek Sanderson. What defenseman, who won the Rookie of the Year award in 1966 and 67, was right afterwards?
I thought that person was before Sanderson.
They were. You're right. Yep. So
Okay.
they preceded Sanderson.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So who was Rookie of the Year in the 66-67 season? A Boston Bruins defenseman.
Question number 7. First led by the level-headed Mother Jones, then later by the more volatile Bill Blizzard, the Battle of Blair Mountain was a large, violent uprising of workers in what state? In what state did the largest labor uprising, definitely the largest violent labor uprising, take place at the Battle of Blair Mountain? That's question number 7, just looking for the American state.
And question number 8, caramelized sugar and vinegar characterize a gastrique, a sweet and sour dressing, such as the bigarade sauce?
I think it's bigarade.
Bigarade sauce?
I think it is, but that's just me putting on the accent, unfortunately.
As a bigarade sauce found in what canard-based dish that's seen on this slide?
Canard.
Canard-based dish.
Hmm.
So what is that dish? Ish, what's the dish? That is question number 8.
That's round number 1. Let's hit it with the recap.
Mm-hmm. That's round number 4. I don't know where you are. Hey, Quick Wit liked the stream.
Thank you very much, Quick Wit. I'll have your question for you tonight, by the way. Question number 1. In what short story by John Steinbeck does Elisa harbor feelings of unfaithfulness after meeting a stranger and discussing the title Flowers? Basically, so which Flowers title the story by John Steinbeck?
Question number 2, based on a 1955 Pulitzer Prize winning work in drama. What 1958 film stars Elizabeth Taylor and Paul Newman as a couple visiting Mississippi for a memorable 65th birthday? What 1958 film? That's question 2.
Question number 3, what Greek letter signifies the standard deviation of a set as well as the summation of a total? You can use the uppercase version of this Greek letter for the sum of a total, and the lowercase version of this Greek letter for a set's standard deviation. But which Greek letter is that?
Question number 4. The structure seen on the following slide marks the entrance to what European location? In which part of the video for Velvet Revolver's hit single Slither and the 2014 horror film As Above, So Below was set? This is the entrance to what European destination? That is question number 4.
Would like to thank Robin Utz for their donation. Robin, thank you very much.
Thank you, Robin.
Question number 5 here. In the opening number for Dear Evan Hansen, the characters Heidi and Cynthia sing a song asking, does anybody have a what? What item goes in that little blank there at the end? That's question 5.
Question number 6. The Boston Bruins were the last team to have 2 consecutive Calder Trophy winners, including Derek Sanderson. And what defenseman who won the Rookie Year award for 1966-67? Who's that Bruins defenseman? That's question 6.
Question number 7. The Battle of Blair Mountain, the largest violent uprising of workers in American history, took place in what state? That's number 7. And number 8, TJ.
Number 8, caramelized sugar and vinegar characterize a gastrique, a sweet and sour dressing, such as the bigarade sauce, found in what canard-based dish? Seen on the following slide. So what canard-based dish is that?
Canard. So fun to say.
Yep.
That's all I was saying.
That is question number 8. And with that, that is the end of the round. Please get your answers in. We will see you in just a few.
Good luck, everybody.
You'd think after 50 I wouldn't do that anymore. But let's go over the correct answers, and we will have a recap, and then we'll have a score recap, and then we'll go to the last round.
Sorry about that aggressive-ass dubstep there at the end.
That was,
if you enjoyed it, I'm glad you did, but I know that's definitely not for everyone, and it wasn't for me, for sure. Question number 1. In what short story by John Steinbeck does a strange man inspire feelings of infidelity in the protagonist Elisa as the two discuss the title Flowers? We got a bunch of different answers for this. We got Morning Glories. We got Roses.
They didn't know what the story was, so they put Morning Glory.
What's the story? Morning Glory. Excellent. Well done. Good job.
Is it well done? Or
and that would be the Chrysanthemums. Chrysanthemums. Credit to everybody who spelled it correctly. Also credit to everybody who didn't spell it correctly.
Question number 2, based on a 1955 Pulitzer Prize-winning drama. What 1958 film starred Elizabeth Taylor and Paul Newman as a couple visiting Mississippi for a memorable 65th birthday, with plenty of mentions of mendacity? This is Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
I read like the opening plot summary to Cat on the Hot Tin Roof on Wikipedia today, and I found out how he ended up in the cast. He was drunkenly trying to go over hurdles at his old high school.
Yep.
That's a way to do it.
That's when.
Question number 3. The standard deviation for a set of data, as well as the sum of any set of totals, can be signified by the lowercase and uppercase versions of what Greek letter? You can use sigma for both of those. Sigma, the one on the left being the uppercase, is used for the summation, and the one on the right, the lowercase, is used to indicate standard deviation.
And question 4, the structure that is seen on the following slide marks the entrance to what European location for which part of the music video for Velvet Revolver's hit single Slither and the 2014 horror film As Above, So Below. Those were both partially set in the Paris catacombs.
Unfortunately, we could not give you credit for the Paris sewer system because they are different attractions and they both have different entrances.
And definitely different fees associated with them.
That's also true. Question number 5. The opening number for Dear Evan Hansen, moms Heidi and Cynthia puzzle over the difficulties of raising children in a song asking, does anybody have a map?
It's the map. It's the
map. No. Yeah, does anybody have a map? Or, I'm sorry, anybody have a map is the opening number from that musical.
Question number 6. The Boston Bruins were the last team to have 2 consecutive Calder trophies, with Derek Sanderson going back-to-back with what defenseman? One of the greatest of all time. This is Mr. Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr, outside the TD Garden, you still see him flying through the air.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I tried to find a good colorized photo of that, and it was not as easy as you would have thought. Question number 7. Always happy to see any question involving Slash in any kind of tangential way. Yes. Oh, Velvet Revolver's first album.
Velvet Revolver is so good.
Yeah, Velvet Revolver's first album is pretty great. Question number 7. First led by the level-headed Mother Jones, and then later by the more volatile Bill Blizzard. The Battle of Blair Mountain was a large, violent uprising of workers in what state? They were workers in the coal industry. It was West Virginia. We had a lot of incorrect answers on this. I'd be interested to go over the stats because it's possible I had a poor apprehension of the difficulty of this question. It wasn't intended to be a level 3 or above. I was thinking it was level 2. But just want to know that was the intent.
Your questions.
Yes.
Question number 8. Caramelized sugar and vinegar characterize a gastrique, a sweet and sour dressing such as a bigarade sauce found in what canard-based dish as seen here? And that is duck l'orange.
Yes, duck à l'orange. We could not accept duck confit because the bigarade sauce is not used in a duck confit. So it does not have a gastrique, which was the focus of the question. But duck à l'orange was correct.
And
TJ,
let's go to the scoring update
as we get ready to move into number 5.
10th place, 15 points for One Man Wolfpack. 9th place, 28 points for Bringing Up the Rear. 8th place, 29 points for Team Coast to Coast. 7th place, 34 points for Kanye West Nile Virus. 6th place, 35 points for Third Podium. Tied for 4th with 37 to slice, it's Battleship Mandy Patinkin and B3 Front Stoken King. Tied for 2nd with 39 points apiece, it's Octopodes Nuts and Gentlefolk Octopodes. And ahead by a clear 2 with only missing 1 question just in that last round. Wonder if it's West Virginia.
Could be.
With 41 points is Parabolar a Mobamba.
All right. Well, definitely anybody's game, as always, as we head into round number 5. You never know what the pack's going to bring. Maybe more West Virginia content. All right, here's question number 1. Author Anna Wolf writes Free Women with the help of color-coded journals detailing the experiences of her life in what 1962 novel by Doris Lessing? So the fictional author, Anna Wolf, is the main character of what 1962 novel by Doris Lessing? That author uses color-coded journals while writing the work Free Women. Question number 2.
Question number 2 is said to be named for an ancient people. What largest island of Sweden has been redacted from the following image? So, said to be named for an ancient people. What is the largest island of Sweden? That's question 2.
That is question 2, and that's it right there.
That is short and sweet for you.
Don't you love those questions where we give you the answer, except we don't?
Uh-huh.
Question number 3. Only missing out in his rookie year. What NFL star has matched Reggie White's record of 6 straight first-team All-Pro selections as a defensive lineman? What NFL star and defensive lineman has earned 6 consecutive first-team All-Pro selections, earning that honor in every year except their rookie year?
Mm-hmm.
That's question number 3.
Question number 4. In the song No Role Models, J. Cole says his only regret is that he was too young for what actress of The Cosby Show and A Different World, whose husband is only 5 years older than J. Cole? So what actress starred in The Cosby Show and A Different World and is mentioned in the J. Cole song No Role Models? That's question 4.
Mm-hmm. Question number 5. In an anecdote attributed to Zhuangzi, the philosopher wakes from a dream about what kind of animal, not knowing if he dreamed the animal or the animal dreamed him. So in an anecdote attributed
Those are
to...
the questions.
That's what we're aiming to solve. In an anecdote attributed to Zhuangzi, I believe it's Zhuangzi, the philosopher wakes from a dream about what kind of animal, not knowing if he dreamed the animal or the animal dreamed him. That's question number 5.
Question number 6, pictured on the following slide, are childhood and old age. The first and final paintings by Thomas Cole in a series by what name? So what is the name of this series by Thomas Cole? The one on the right is titled Old Age, and the one on the left is titled Beginning?
Childhood.
Childhood, yeah.
Mhm.
Childhood, sorry.
Zhuangzi. Okay. That is not how I would have pronounced that. And that's question number 6?
That is question number 6.
Question number 6. Just asking. Question number 7. At the age of 22, what sibling made history at the 2020 Grammy Awards alongside his more famous sister when he became the youngest recipient of the Grammy for Best Producer of the Year? At the age of 22, what famous sibling, who has a much more famous sister, became the youngest recipient of the Grammy Award for Best Producer of the Year?
And your last question of the evening, question number 8. What 1984 film earned the first Golden Raspberry for Worst Actor for Sylvester Stallone and two top 10 country hits for co-star Dolly Parton? What movie was Dolly and Sly in together? That's question 8.
That is essentially question number 8, but I just love the differences in what each one of them got out of that movie.
What they also brought to the table? Yeah.
Well, that too.
And it is time for the question recap.
Let's hit it one more time. Question number 1. The fictional author Anna Wolf is the protagonist of what 1962 novel by Doris Lessing? The fictional author uses color-coded journals to write a work within the work about the experiences of her life.
Question number 2 is said to be named for an ancient people. What is the largest island of Sweden? That has been redacted from this image.
Mm-hmm.
Said to be named for an ancient people. What's the largest island of Sweden? That's question 2.
Essentially question 2.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 3. What NFL defensive lineman has made the first team All-Pro selection, or has received a first team All-Pro selection in every year except for their rookie year, matching Reggie White's record of 6 straight honors in that department?
Mm-hmm.
I lost the
You lost the thread.
plot of the sentence there at the end.
That's right. Question 4. In the song No Role Models, J. Cole says his only regret is that he was too young for what actress of The Cosby Show and A Different World, whose husband is only 5 years older than J. Cole.
Question number 6. In an anecdote attributed to Zhuangzi, the philosopher wakes from a dream about what kind of animal, not knowing if he dreamed the animal or the animal dreamed him. That's question number 5.
Question number 6, pictured on the following slides, are childhood and old age, the first and the final paintings of Thomas Cole in a series known by what name? So in what series would you find childhood on the left and old age on the right in a series by Thomas Cole? That's question 6.
Question number 7. At the age of 22, what sibling made history alongside his more famous sister when he became the youngest recipient of the Grammy for Best Producer of the Year? And our final question of the night.
And your last question, 1984 film earned the first Golden Raspberry for Worst Actor for Sylvester Stallone and 2 top 10 country hits for co-star Dolly Parton. Seemed to work out a lot better for Dolly.
That was my favorite part of the question.
Yep. So question 8 is, what movie was Sly Stallone and Dolly Parton in together?
Essentially.
In 84, yeah.
All right. That is question 8. That's round number 5. That's our last round of the night. Get those answers in.
And we'll get you out of here by 10:45.
I think so. I think so. Best of luck, everybody.
Another campaign promise delivered. All right, we're back for the final round of answers. Let's get into it.
Round number 5, question number 1. Author Anna Wolf writes Free Women with the help of color-coded journals detailing the experiences of her life. In what 1962 novel by Doris Lessing? That would be The Golden Notebook. I know that there's a red, yellow, black, and I believe blue notebook in The Golden Notebook.
All the different notebooks. Question number 2 was said to be named for an ancient people. What largest island of Sweden has been redacted? And the largest island of Sweden is Gotland.
Yep, named for the Goths. Similar to Gothenburg, which is a city on the mainland, which we could not accept because Gotland is the island, Gothenburg is the mainland city.
Not like Mother Gothenburg?
No, not like Mother Gothenburg. Question number 3, only missing out on the honor in his rookie year. What NFL star has matched Reggie White's record for 6 straight first-team All-Pro selections as a defensive lineman? You would think J.J. Watt, but the problem is Watt's been injured and missed games. And
it's the other 99. This is the man out of Pitt, Aaron Donald. 2 or 3 Defensive Player of the Years.
Oh, wow.
Coming off another Defensive Player of the Year this year, yeah.
That's insane.
Yep. He's the depoy man. Question number 4. In the song No Role Models, J. Cole says his only regret is that he was too young for What Actress of the Cosby Show and A Different World, whose husband is only 5 years older than J. Cole. And that would be Lisa Bonet. It's funny how things happen, because I was listening to this song and I was like, wait, Lisa Bonet is married to Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa can't be that much older than J. Cole. Yeah, Jason Momoa is 43, J. Cole's 38. It's only a 5-year difference, so that was how that question came about.
I'm glad that J. Cole's 38 because he seems pretty young, and I feel like I still have time to get my rap career off the ground.
Yep, he's middle child. Remember?
I did not. Question number 5. In an anecdote attributed to Zhuangzi, the philosopher wakes from a dream about what kind of animal, not knowing if he dreamed the animal or the animal dreamed him. That would be the butterfly. Nobody ever suspects the butterfly.
Question number 6. Pictured on the following slides are Childhood and Old Age, the first and the final paintings by Thomas Cole. In what series?
For anybody who's curious, the most Defensive Player of the Year awards is a 3-way tie with 3 apiece. Lawrence Taylor, J.J. Watt, and Aaron Donald.
Yep, he just won his 3rd this year. But this series is called The Voyage of Life, and what a voyage it is.
We could not accept Voyage, of course we could accept Voyage of Life. We couldn't accept Journey of Life or Course of Life because those are different titles. Course of Life paralleling Course of Empire, which is another series by Cole, and because it is an exact title, we can't take Journey. It is specifically Voyage.
We had Thomas Cole and J. Cole in the same round.
We did have Thomas Cole.
Yep, from J. Cole to Thomas, yep.
I didn't even think about that. Question number 7. At the age of 22, what sibling made history at the 2020 Grammy Awards alongside his more famous sister when he became the youngest recipient of the Grammy for Best Producer of the Year? I thought this was going to play harder.
Yeah, I thought it might, but yeah, he was famous, obviously, for producing When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go?
That is Phineas O'Connell. Yep. We would have taken just Phineas, however you spelled it.
O'Connell was fine. Yep.
Alongside his younger sister, Billie Eilish.
Yep. Billie Eilish, Pirate Baird O'Connell.
Good job, TJ.
Yep, there you go. Question number 8. What 1984 film earned the first Golden Raspberry for Worst Actor for Sly Stallone and 2 top 10 country hits for co-star Dolly Parton? Dolly got the better end of this deal, and this was Rhinestone.
We could not accept Rhinestone Cowboy because, again, it's a specific title and definitely a little stricter in round number 5. But yeah, Rhinestone, Dolly Parton, and Sly Stallone together. Stallone taking home the first ever Golden Raspberry for Worst Actor. That's a way to make your mark.
That is. Let's go to the results. In 10th place, 17 points for One Man Wolfpack. 32 points, 9th place for Bringing Up the Rear. 8th place, 36 points for Team Coast to Coast. 7th place, 37 points, Kanye West Nile Virus. 6th place, 42 points for Battleship Mandy Patinkin. 5th place, 43 points for third podium. 3-way tie for second. 45 points a slice for Octopodes Nuts. Gentlefolk Octopodes, and B3 Front Stroking King.
Phineas Eilish was acceptable.
Yep.
Yes.
And first place, 48 points, 2 off a perfect, missing 1 in round 4 and round 5 for Parabolar a Mobamba.
All right.
That is the first W Mobamba's taken in a while.
Parabolar a Mobamba, well done. That was a great round. I'm glad that it was not a perfect score this time. Not saying we root against you or anything, but like to know that the questions are playing where they should. Thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight and for the last 50 nights that you've been a part of it.
Thank you very much for being a part of the 50th, and we will see you all next week.
We will, yes. And if you want to hook us up, you can do so at Venmo at McKinney-Sizemore or PayPal using ksizemore@hotmail.com. We're going to turn on the filler music, turn off the webcam, and we will see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Very much alike. Remember all the happy times we had? Very much alike. All right. I'll tell you the truth.
Bye.